I hope you're doing well, and thank you for tuning in. So, in Exodus, from Exodus 25 all the way through 30, Moses is receiving specific instructions on how the tabernacle is to be made. And it's important to remember that all that they needed to build this tabernacle coming out of slavery, they had received because God had graciously supplied in advance the needs they would have: the gold, silver, the linen. All of it was provided as they plundered Egypt coming out of slavery. And during slavery, we saw that their primary task was making bricks. But in chapter number 28, Moses is giving the instructions for how to make the garments for the priest. And I wanted to read this to you here in 28, beginning in verse 1. He says, Then bring near to you Aaron, your brother, and his sons with him from among the people of Israel to serve me as priests. Aaron and Aaron's sons, Nadab and Abihu and Eleazar and Ithamar. And you shall make holy garments for Aaron your brother, for glory and for beauty. You shall speak to all the skillful, whom I have filled with a spirit of skill, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him for my priesthood. So this was all being designed to represent the beauty and the glory of God. But do you see right here, God has already prepared and gifted men not only to serve as priests, but men to prepare the garments that they would wear. Then in just a few chapters forward, in chapter number 31, the Lord said to Moses, See, I have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. And I have filled him with the Spirit of God, with ability and intelligence, with knowledge and all craftsmanship, to devise artistic designs, to work in gold, silver, and bronze, in cutting stones for settings, and in carving wood, to work in every craft. And behold, I have appointed with Oholiab and the son of Amishak of the tribe of Dan. And I have given to all able men ability that they may make all that I have commanded you: the tent of meeting and the ark of the testimony and the mercy seat that is on it, and all the furnishings of the tent. So what I wanted you to see was that God was working and preparing and gifting these men to do the work that he wanted to do in the building of the tabernacle. He had selected Aaron and his descendants to be the priests, but they were to be arrayed with wonderful garments, and he gifted people to make those garments. And he gifted people with intelligence and ability to make all of the furniture, to make all of the cloth, to make everything that would be in the tabernacle. What does that have to do with you? Well, God has gifted you. He's gifted each and every one of us, who are his children. He's put his Spirit in us. He's given us the intelligence and the gifting to be effective members of the body. We have no reason for arrogance about any intelligence or ability that we have. Why? Because it's a gift that we received from God to use for the glory of God. You say, well, I'm not very gifted. No, friend. When Paul talks about the members being individual parts of the body, he reminds us that there are some parts that seem more apparently gifted, but everyone is necessary, working for the benefit of the whole, that the body may be healthy and strong. And so that's why it's important for each of us to see ourselves as gifted by God for the glory of God, and that we could humbly walk and allow him to express his life through us to the body of Christ. That's why we need to be connected to a body. Well, thankful for the avenues that we have to get the gospel online through different social media events. But we each need to be a part of somebody to recognize that we're not our own, but we've been gifted by God for the benefit of all. To not live just self-centered, self-directed lives, to not to attribute to our own goodness, this intelligence or giftedness, but to look to him who has made us what we are, who lives in us, so that he might manifest his own life through us. And so we are called to humble ourselves and thank him for the way that he has gifted us, not to boast or be arrogant, but to see it as a gift of God's grace, laboring for the benefit of the whole, that others might see Christ in us. This is a great blessing, and it's wonderful to know that he's equipped us to do everything he desires to do in and through us. Have a great day.